Well, you're not going to remain silent for long. Looking at the article that we went through this morning, I am going to ask you, please, Emily, to be for the banning of children on certain parts of an aeroplane for children. Suki, you're going to be against it, and you're going to give reasons as to why you feel it's unfair that children should be banned or kept away from certain parts of the aeroplane, okay? Your argument, Michelle, is you're going to be a member of staff, i.e. someone in the cabin crew, and you're going to explain and give your opinion on how children can either benefit your job or can actually make it more difficult for you to work in that environment by having noisy children, for example, how it impacts on your role on the plane, okay?
So it's like, can I say something like, about entertainment?
Absolutely, yeah. Do you feel it's your job to entertain them when they're screaming and things like that? Would it help if you were able to help out a bit more? Do you think that parents with children under a certain age shouldn't be allowed on planes because it impacts so much on your job? You're looking at it from a viewpoint of a cabin crew, alright? And Lauren, you are a parent, and it's in your opinion, why you think that there should be any reason why children should be able to travel on a plane, okay? You're a responsible parent, hopefully, and you understand how people might feel. However, children are entitled to go on a plane, okay? I'd like to think about it for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to have a debate, okay? If you'd been here earlier, you'd have been in a team doing this, okay? But because you didn't have the courtesy, and don't get me wrong, I am more than happy for you to go off and look into these different kind of camps, etc. Okay, you've got a future that you need to plan. But having the courtesy of letting me know would have gone a long way. All right, simple as that. Okay, a couple of minutes to think about. So you're number 1, Emily. Suki number 2. Michelle, you're number 3, member of staff, and Lauren, you're a parent. Okay. Give you a couple of minutes and then we'll get started, unless you want to start now. It's entirely up to you.
You ready?
Okay.
Who's going to go first?
Okay, so I think that kids should be banned from flights or should have their separate cabins away from business class, especially because of them they can be an annoyance when crying or screaming. They can, especially if business class passengers want to be separated apart. If they've travelled long journeys, they want to get straight on a flight and just get to where they're going without the annoyance of the children.
I'm against that because kids are kids at the end of the day, and they're really doing what they're going to do. Like, you can't stop a child from being bored on a long flight and all that, because they're just screaming and all of that.
I agree with Suki because as a responsible parent, it's not the child's fault that they are on the plane. They're going on holiday with their family, etc. And they're not going to be left behind at the end of the day. And their kids, they're not going to just sit there bored. There's no entertainment in the planes. There's just telly, which is not even kids' telly. And I find it's not their fault, really.
I understand your point, but at the same time, if you had been a passenger that's been probably travelled a good hour or so to an airport, then had to get on a flight, and then you can hear screaming kids when all you want to do is relax and just.
Yeah, but what do you expect we're going to do with our children? Not just going to leave them behind.
The staff would probably agree. They can be an annoyance to staff as well as passengers. Not so much that they can get sometimes a bit out of control with scream, and I understand that you get the pressurised cabins and things like that, but obviously it must be a pain for the other passengers as well as the staff.
Yeah, I agree on that. So I agree on that, but as I say, there's nothing you can do really.
As a staff, I don't think that there's any problem with children flying on plane with their family. At the end of the day,
have been separated from families, and whereas children have many rights to fly, you can't tell the children not to fly because they can't go anywhere else. Like, if you're going on holiday for a long period of time, what do you want the child to stay? Where do you want the child to stay? Like, obviously, I think that staffs can do something to entertain the children, like puppet shows or kids program and stuff like that. Children can be annoying at times, but then we've got to understand we were all children once, and that's how we all are. Like, I don't think children should actually be.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Like in the article, it says about the passengers running through sections. I think that's one bit that's sort of got to be looked into, as the fact that they've got to know where to stay in specific cabins. Because if you was a business passenger, I don't think you'd like it if you had like small children running through cabins. If there was in there, like if say you was an economy passenger, you probably would have.
They're not exactly running around because it's an aeroplane, like they're sitting down.
Yeah, but you know like how little kids can get when they run up and down the.
Yeah, but
I think it's for the parents' benefit to keep their children with them.
under control.
All day they cry and all sorts. Children are like that. Children cry and stuff. But eventually, children will stop crying.
It depends how the parents bring them up as well.
As I said, we were all children once, so you can't say children are not allowed to board the plane.
Yeah, that's. I'm not
they do
so much
have the right
saying that
to go
because
on
I
holiday
agree
as
with
well.
the fact that probably.
They should have a
Adult-
area on the aeroplane.
Yeah, they should have like their own sort of
But at the end of the day,
entertainment for them, because I agree to the fact that the children might not have as much entertainment, but at the same time, the parents need to know that certain classes, certain cabins, that the children might not be allowed to go into, because sometimes when the kids do like get a bit out of hand, the parents will just give up trying to control them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That is, I think there's no harm in staffs trying to entertain the children.
Yeah.
Whereas we would broaden more staffs for staff to entertain children, staff that will serve the food and cabins.
Yeah, because sometimes you get like staff, especially on an airplane that has multiple classes, there's only a certain number of staff that can work throughout the whole plane. And if they had the staff to work in certain cabins, it'd probably help control the younger kids as well as the adults, the business class, in each class.
With all your respect, I should agree that business people have been put in a different section to where children are, where they know they're going to be flying with people with families. So at the end of the day, I think that there's no right for business people to be complaining. No, I do understand what you mean, but I think there's no right for business people to be complaining because it is a plane and there's many people flying. If you don't like it, then tough.
Yeah, and I understand that, and like we have had like the separation, but at the end of the day, it's only on the half planes. It's only either a curtain or blind or some.
How else kids are gonna fly?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they shouldn't.
But that's an aeroplane. You see that an aeroplane, you can't literally have so many doors.
So many businessmen might have kids of their own.
Yeah,
and then they must understand how kids are.
Yeah, they can be excited to go on holiday because obviously they're travelling, innit? And they're obviously going to be excited and all that.
yeah, like.
I know that they have to do their work and all sorts, but then they should have thought about it before booking their flight and what company they could go with and everything.
I understand that kids will be kids and everyone was a kid once. Everyone knows like it gets exciting to go on holiday and whatnot. I think at the same time there's a limit to what kids can do. Really, I'm not saying like.
What would you do to
kids.
control your kid? What would you do for your kids to
But what
stop
I'm saying,
complaining
what I
on
was going to
plane?
say is if there was extra entertainment on planes as well, it'd be a lot easier for parents as well, and you probably agree that if there was more entertainment for the younger kids, that it'd be a lot easier to control.
I agree with
Kids
that,
will be
but
kids,
kids
innit?
will be kids.
Yeah.
Kids will love to.
Even if they
They
have a
get
separate
distracted
part
and they get bored easily.
From experience, like
to
recent
entertain them,
experience.
what else can we do to
I know that
entertain
from
our
recent
children?
experience, being on plane, like going on an airplane,
There's no
they
way
now
outside of
provide
that.
things like PSPs and
Because
things like that on planes for younger children, but even for...
But I don't think it's our responsibility to be providing PSPs and all sorts for children. At the end of the day, there is some planes where they have TVs at the back of the seats, where there is programs for everyone and music for everyone.
But if they
don't like it, then tough.
But like for Virgin, yeah, if they
entertainment.
provide all of players like nails and bars and etc., why can't they provide a play area?
Exactly.
Because it's an aeroplane. What child is?
Yeah, but then
Playing
it's
about
the thing is, it's an
usually
aeroplane, it's
airplanes
not-
don't have nails. It's like they can provide all that, then they can provide a
I
play
see
area.
when
You see, children are children. They're young. Some of them are babies. They can't always be playing. When a plane is flying up, what are they gonna do? They can't.
Yeah, obviously they'll sit down then, but like during the flight, if it's a long haul flight, then they're gonna get bored.
Irritated and all of that.
So
Yeah,
you
no,
don't have
so
to
that's
pay
why
all
we
that.
have provided some planes with entertainment channels like CDs on the back of the seats, and there's a large screen where they can watch. Staff can entertain them as well.
I understand
but
where
they
you're
do
coming
get
from.
bored.
I understand where you're coming from, but if you're on a long
Hold on,
flight
sorry.
for like 6-7 hours, then
If
I'm
there
not going to
was a
sit there
play
watching
area-
CBeebies for 6-7 hours.
If there was a play area, there will still be annoying either way because they
Yeah.
will all be crying for each other's toys and all because that's the way children are. That's the way children are. They'll be complaining, crying, and all sorts. And parents can't always be there. And then if there's so many
How else are
children,
the kids going to
the
find
play
out
area's
on
gonna
the
get
airplanes?
I understand what you're talking about.
Lauren,
I agree with Lauren's point about like Virgin provide like now beauty supplies for customers, especially for like up class business. If they get the luxuries, why can't the children have the luxuries as well? I agree. If they
look
had
at
that,
nails.
it would cause less problems for the
nail
business
parlours
passengers.
and all sorts, they're sitting down. It's not like they're playing, they're all sitting down. Yes, that's why we have divided it for the business people to stay in their place and for children and families to stay in another place. Business have paid for their part and they're sitting there. They know what it was going to come in the package.
Yeah,
Like
you
you
just
just
said-
no problems, and they should put their hand in their pocket and pull some money out and do something about it.
Like you just said,
Well,
business
there's
class.
other ways to go by it because
Like you just said, business class want their separation, and economy or families want their separation. So, why would then business class want like kids to go running or like walking through the cabins if they want the
kids don't
separation?
necessarily do that. If their
parents
parents,
should
if
have
their
the money
parents
to
can
run.
control them, they wouldn't be going through the cabins. First of all, so that's got nothing to do with us as a staff to stop the children from going. Yes, we're stopping them, but then again, it's the parents to control them as well, because we're doing our part to provide entertainment for the kids to watch and everything. So to stop them from going in the business area, it's not like they're flying into the business area every 2 seconds.
No, I
So
understand.
I mean, one out of 10 kids will probably be running into the business area, and that's it.
On that note, can I just say, for standing alone, you did blooming well. Very, very good. With justifiable